And we're live, baby. We are live. Welcome. Today, Friday. Glorious day. Come on. I love Fridays, man. Not as much as I love Mondays, but I do love Fridays. And I mean, so far, this market is looking pretty juicy. It's got some juice. Now, I will say we do have quite a few levels to look out for. We've got, and let me see, I'm sure you guys can see here on the chart, we've got 15-minute supply, 30-minute supply, double bottom, or actually this should say double top here. Let me just correct that real quick. We got double top. So these are practically just levels that I am watching. I want to see how price reacts as we get up here. But we've had a really nice run. And I was looking at the daily chart and I couldn't help but notice how big the daily candle is already. Like relative to the other candles, it's really big. Right? So I don't want to be biased, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe an exhaustion from buyers and we turn and we happen to turn around. Now, I do think I, I, I have learned it's not wise to go against the trend, but if we can see maybe a double top or if we can see some aggressive selling, then I would look first for a pullback and then if sellers continue, then I'd look for, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. If we do see sellers stepping in aggressively, I'd look to take it short up until a good pullback area, right? However, if we continue, obviously we would make a little more off of that play, but I am starting to see us getting closer to these levels of resistance. We're hitting 4470, which may not be highlighted, but this 15-minute supply, it goes down to this 4470 level, and we're starting to see some pretty strong rejections here. It's still early to say if we're gonna reverse, but I just seen that daily candle and it's really big already for only, being in a few hours in. Like we've got ourselves a really big candle, so we could potentially see exhaustions in buyers. That's one possibility. Another possibility would be a pullback into this 4462 level if we can hold and see some buyers. That can also be a nice play to the upside. But just as the saying goes, the trend is your friend till the bend at the end. So we don't know if this is the bend here, but if it's not, we're gonna have to go with the trend. Now, I believe we do have some news, probably. So we already had the core PCE price index, and at 7, we're going to have consumer sentiment, which it could shake up the market just a tad bit. So keep that on your radar at 7 in the morning. So 30 minutes from now, we will see that being released. But other than that, we've got, like I said, we've got several levels up here that I'm looking at. I'm not trading these levels. I want to see how price reacts, and then once we can see some aggression either from buyers or sellers, that's when I'm looking to get in. This 1 hour demand zone down here, I will say this zone is kind of weak. The only real volume that we see is from this the 530 core PCE economic event. That's where this volume, that's why this volume is so damn high, is from this is from that document that was released. Uh, so I don't want to. I'm not heavily. What do you call it? I'm not. I'm not really confident that this level might hold, but I thought it was worth at least pointing out. And 30-minute supply, double top resistance, and then this is the high of the year, 44.93. So just as you can tell, several levels of resistance. However, levels are meant to be broken. So with this momentum here, I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just something that I'm gauging for. But we got 5 minutes till the market opens. Okay. Today's Friday, and it seems like the market is going to set us up with some good opportunities. So we're just going to remain patient until we find something worth trading. And I will let you guys know as soon as I see something. And if you guys like the full transparency, if you guys like me breaking down breaking down the market, breaking down my trades, be sure to hit the like button. The algorithm would appreciate it, and I would definitely appreciate it as well. So hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I am live streaming every single morning at no charge to you. We're here. I just want to connect with people. I want to trade. I want to bounce ideas. And we're still early in this journey, but one day we're gonna have hundreds, if not thousands, of people on here. That's the goal. As of right now, we're gonna keep developing our reputation, strengthening our reputation, and just letting people know how solid these trades are. It seems like we're playing a little bit of defense here. Playing a little bit of defense there. Playing a little bit of defense here. We're way above VWAP. I just don't like I like to use the EMAs, and right now we are seeing these EMAs, they're super far from each other, right? So they're overextended would be the right word. We're overextended. Price has ran up too high, too fast. That's what the EMAs are letting us know, right? So I think we are due for a pullback here. I would just be careful. I don't see a whole lot of volume. I mean, we have quite a bit of volume here in this candle, this 2-minute candle here. Quite a bit of volume, but it's more so from the break and this rejection up here at 44.69. So understanding where the volume came in is super important, right? When we're drawing out supply and demand zones, you want to see volume entering from the origin of that candle, not necessarily from testing a level, right? So these candles up here, they have a lot of volume, but it's mostly because we broke past this and we're testing a level of interest, right? This, on the other hand, is a really nice full body candle where we saw a lot of volume from the origin. However, it's not as it's not as strong or it's not as valid. At least that's how I consider it because of the the core PCE that was released. So I don't place a lot of emphasis on it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, well, let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're playing defense up here. We're clearly playing defense up here. I'm seeing where we just broke out. Where does price want to go? Seems like that's a pretty good zone there. Let's see if this zone can hold right here. That zone that I just drew out, it seemed like it could potentially hold. But I'm gonna remain a little patient here. I just don't wanna, buy the first dip, right? I'm gonna have to use lines for this. So we dipped into this 40.65. That was where we saw the break of structure, right? We saw the break of structure. I just not a big fan. I don't really see anything worth taking here in this pullback. I want to see something real quick. This Fibonacci here. We retrace back into that 61.8. Okay. Just a little added confluence. I'm just trying to understand the origin or one of the reasons as to why we bounce from here. So that 44.72 acting as resistance here. Seems like price may find some acceptance at these highs up here. Where does price want to go? Where does price want to go? I'm looking at that zone that could potentially hold there. 44.70 down to 44.68. So a really nice rejection. Broke past this. I think we're gonna break past this 44.72 level. I like this 44.70 level. If we can get down to it, I'm gonna buy the market. I'm gonna go long here. If we can get down to 44.70. We've already tested it though, so I think I may have missed my opportunity, but I think we're gonna make higher highs here from what it seems like. This 44.70, if we can touch it one more time. I'm gonna hop in here.
Order filled.
Just hopped in at 44.70. Stop loss is at 44.68. I'm gonna take a stab at it here. See if we can make higher highs, break past that 44.70. I like that we're finding acceptance at these levels. So I think this might be what we needed. We could potentially break here. So we're just looking at where price wants to go. Price seems to want to go up here. There you go. Just broke past it. you go. So we came down to that level. You guys can see it on the 2-minute. Very nice level. Let's just hope we can find some continuation, and I would be doing some trimming up at this 30-minute supply. If we can get up there, that would be nice. So we are currently in, you guys. We got in at 44.70. And I'm going to do some trimming here. Once we get to 44.79, I'll do a little bit of trimming, and I'll let some of my free runners just run. So I'm actually gonna put my stop loss at break even. I don't want this going against me here, and that wouldn't be a good sign, to be honest, if this comes back down. So I'm gonna just protect myself here. You know what? I'm gonna put it at 44.6. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it as is. Sometimes I overcomplicate the stop loss when I shouldn't. So leave it as is. Let the trade breathe, I guess. If I take it now, I take it now. But this is looking pretty good so far. I wouldn't want to see it come back down to this level. That wouldn't be a good sign. So yesterday I learned, how powerful the 10-minute chart is. Like, you really want to look at the candles and just look at where they want to go. So noticing the candle at that formed at 640, we saw how we had a strong rejection, which explains this, right? Explains this, and then we saw it just kept making higher highs, and it broke past the prior candle's range. So looking at where price wants to go, literally just asking yourself that, makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. So if we can end off early today, just hit a couple bangers and call it a day, that would be amazing. I have my nephew's birthday party. They're gonna come to my house, and we're gonna go to the pool. So it should be a good day. Should be a really good day today. Not my nephew. He's my cousin. I'm tripping. He's just so much. He's gonna turn 3 years old. He's tiny. But he's my cousin. Yeah, he's my little cousin. If you guys could hit the like button, I'd highly appreciate it. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this play here. We're going for. I'm gonna trim once we get 10 points here. Once we get 10 points, I'm gonna trim, and I'm gonna let some free runners. I just want to make sure that we don't have, that I'm not missing anything. There's no levels I ought to consider. Yeah, so the only one that I'm kind of, I guess, keeping an eye on is, actually, I should be keeping an eye on this one too, 44.82. So what I like to do is I mark these zones in the higher time frames, and then I try to look, with lower time frames at these zones and see if I spot anything significant. So that 4482 level could potentially be something to consider. Other than that, I'm gonna hold this play until we get. I really want to get 44. I want to get 10 points out of this. If I can squeeze 10 points, that'd be amazing. And then let some free runners. I don't really think there should be anything stopping it. Doesn't seem like there's much in the way. So we are currently in this position, you guys. We went long at 44.70, and I just want to see this thing run up. $44.80 is my level. I think price may want to go up there. Seems like there's quite a bit of orders. Price is definitely going to want to go up there. So price likes to gravitate where there's a lot of orders, right? So if we have a lot of orders at 44.70 or at 44.80 in this case, price is going to want to gravitate towards those levels. All right, what's going on here? Come on. Have you ever been in love? Why doesn't it show me the damn volume? What the hell? Pretty nice rejection there. I don't know why Ninja Trader, I don't know if I just noticed this, but it seems like Ninja Trader doesn't show you the volume real time, not until the candle closes, which is kind of, that seems pretty whack. All right, anyways, at 44.80, I'm gonna close the majority of my position. I like to lock in at 10 points, and in this case, we were risking about 2 points. We were risking 2 points to get 10. That's a 5-to-1, you guys. Not too shabby, right? You guys okay to 5-to-1? 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio, or reward to risk. And I did take a couple L's yesterday, risking the same amount, 2 to 3 points. So I literally just made up what I lost yesterday, and probably even more, because we're still in this trade here. I know price wants to hit 44.80. It's so whack how it shows you the volume after the candle closes. I'm gonna have to look into that. So we already hit 44.79. We literally tagged that zone or that area, right? You can tell. I mean, these lines aren't made up, you guys. These lines are not made up. And I probably should have took some profits there. I hope it doesn't start to go against me. I just want 44.80. Come on. In fact, if we hit that line again, I'm going to just get out. Part of my position, I'll get out. Let me just get that one more time. Oh, get up there.
Order filled.
All right. Sold a part of my position. And now I'm going to move my stop loss. I'm going to move it down to 44.76. In fact, we'll do 44.76. So there's no way this position can go against me now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 44.75 actually. Gives it a little bit of breathing room here. But there it is, man. Caught a nice little play. If you do that 5-1 more than 20%, yeah, that's good. That's really, yeah, that's amazing. That's a great reward to risk. I mean, and that's just on the lower end, right? Because if let's say for instance this runs up, maybe another 10 points, I'm only risking 2 points. So that's a 10-1, right? And you can easily get 20 points. You can get 20 points on SPY. Or not SPY, on ES. You could get 20 points on here. It happens all the time. So it's not out of the ordinary to see 20 points. You can get 20 points. You can easily get 10 points. That's why I like to lock in my profits at 10. And then I'll let some free runners, do their thing. But that's the way I trade. No burn, no taste. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Did you catch that play as well? Were you looking at that play? I mean, it's quite easy, or it gets easy. Once you understand trends, it gets pretty easy to trade this. No. My stop loss 8 ticks. Yeah, 8 ticks, 8 to 12 ticks. And I didn't do options today. I'm just trading futures. Um, that's amazing, you guys. Yeah. So once you understand trend, it's pretty easy to trade this. It's days like yesterday that it's a little difficult when you see a lot of choppiness. That's when you really have to go with the flows of the market. Literally go with the flows of the market, understand key levels. Here it is. We just broke past 44.80, and I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop loss. Right now I have it at 44.75. Let me actually keep it at 44.75 for now. Yesterday was savage. Yeah, yesterday was, for me, was pretty tough, honestly. I have to admit I took a couple bad trades, but this trade alone just made up for that, so I don't feel too bad. I'm gonna move my stop loss just a tad bit if that's okay with you guys. We're gonna go ahead and move it up to 44.77. Yeah, 44.77. Just gradually move the stop loss here. That's an amazing trade, you guys. If you guys could hit the like button, I would highly appreciate it. Let's see if we can squeeze just a little more. Stop loss is at 44.77. I don't want it to get down below that. Let's see if we can squeeze just a little more. Momentum is really strong to the upside right now, so all these key levels, they're there to just gauge what price does as we get to them. But right now, with the momentum that we're seeing from buyers, we could potentially just break past these levels, and that would be great for us, right? Again, these are just levels to kind of gauge where the market could stop, almost like little road bumps, right? We could get over them, unless you're driving, a beat up Honda like mine. If you're driving a beat up Honda like mine, it could be a little tough sometimes, but that's way past the point. You guys get it, right? Just little obstacles here we got to get past.
Stop filled.
Uh-oh. There it is. My 44.77 just got hit. I feel like we're just gonna, I think it might have just stopped me out, and see what happens here. I feel like it might have just wanted to just stop me out and then make higher highs. We saw a pretty aggressive movement to the downside. I think that's what we needed to make higher highs here. We need to see some sellers stepping in. That way we can make higher highs. Good way to start the day off. Caught a nice 10-point move there. I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week, man. I could have maybe positioned my stop loss a little better. I'm looking here at the 5-minute. I could have placed it maybe below 44.76 would have been a better. And I'm not just saying that because I got out, but I'm looking at the 5-minute chart here, and I'm looking at the ends of the wicks here. I probably should have placed it below that. Just because I like that we're finding acceptance here at these levels. Price is okay being up here. If we didn't see a strong rejection, we're seeing acceptance at these levels. So I think we could potentially see higher highs. Yeah, but I think 44.76, if you look off to it would be your left. If you look off to your left and you see the 5-minute chart, maybe placing it below this would have been better instead of placing it at 44.77. So just a little mental note for the next trade. That way you kind of give your trade a little more breathing room, right? Because it's going to consolidate. We're going to see stuff like this. But yeah, it literally stopped me out and it made higher highs. Nothing new. This shit loves to play with my feelings. It's all good though. So that 44.82 has just been tagged. Let's see if we can break past it. Yeah, these levels are not made up, you guys. Like I take quite a bit of time finding these levels. So look at the volume that just came through. If you guys are looking at the 1 minute, look at the volume that just came through as we hit 44.82. We're seeing a whole lot of volume stepping in. All right, so that may have been maybe a good sign to get out, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not in the trade anymore, so I don't really care. But just pointing it out because we did see a lot of volume as we hit 44.82. Do what I say. Does anyone know how to Does anyone use NinjaTrader? And if you do you know how to adjust your settings to where I see the volume real time? I don't have to wait until the candle closes for me to see the volume. No, sir, it's okay. Or no, sorry, I read that wrong. um, Here, give me. I'll be right back, you guys. Baby girl, you okay? I thought I heard you. All right, let's see what we got. I mean, this. It looks like this has the characteristics to keep running up. It keeps finding acceptance at these higher levels. I really like this trade. I really like this trade. Not looking to get back in. I'm just saying overall, this looks really nice to the upside. It looks favorable, and you really can't go against momentum. That's like, trying to stop a train. Good luck, buddy. We have a whole lot of momentum. Like I said, if you look at the daily candles, we see such a big candle. We see a really big candle, and I mean, we barely started the day. Like, no face, no. Here it comes, and we have quite a bit of orders here at 44.85, 44.84. We have a few sellers there. Like I said, price likes to gravitate towards these levels, and I really don't see. Let's get rid of that line there, and I'm about to get rid of this one because I think we're gonna break past it. And just looking at the bigger candle, just keep asking yourself, where does price want to go? Where does it seem like it wants to go? One of the mistakes that I was making, especially early on, is I was focusing so damn much on my lower time frames, like the 2 minute and the 1 minute, that I would completely miss the bigger picture. So that's one of the things that I implore you guys to do, is focus on the bigger picture, because it's important. Well, it's a bummer that I'm not in the trade, but I'm just glad that it's working out. So it's still a win under my belt. Just that damn stop loss. I gotta just 1 point. 1 point below and I would have been okay. So we've just hit 44.84, quite a bit of sellers there. Obviously, as you'd expect, there's a lot of sellers at 44.85 as well. But it serves as nice liquidity. So we could potentially see a nice little run up here. Would I re-enter? Good question. I don't have a clear entry. If we do see a pullback, and then I see some other things that align with my strategy, then I would get in. As of right now, I don't want to. I don't like to go in at the highs. It's not. It's a very aggressive entry. But if you're a risk taker, then I guess you can go in as we pull back. But I would want to see a pullback. Maybe of a few points, 5 6 points, and then along with other things before I consider getting in. Right now, I don't. Right now in my head, I'm still in this trade. I'm still in this trade. Um, that's one of the things that I practice. Is like even though I'm like I stopped out, I'm still like practicing. I still pretend like I'm in the trade and pretend like I'm managing the trade, if that makes sense. It's a little corny, but yeah. So I'm still. Let's just pretend I'm still managing the original trade. Makes me feel a little better. So we're still in it, you guys. Let's get up. Let's get up to 4,500. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're really gonna see some if we can break past these next two. I mean, we keep breaking past the levels, right? We keep making higher highs. Now the next one, this one is one that these next two are the ones that I'm concerned about. This double top, it's a double top plus resistance. That's the one I'm concerned about, and definitely 44.93, which is the high of the year. That one I'm definitely concerned about. So these two levels up here, I'm definitely looking at price and seeing how it reacts as we get to those levels. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Once again, we are live streaming every single morning, Monday through Friday. In fact, I do want to mention right now, since I got, a nice little audience, 6 people. That's more than average, I would say. I won't be live streaming on Monday. I'll be out in Laughlin, getting a nice tan. So I'll be out in Laughlin, and then I won't be live streaming until Wednesday. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And then obviously Tuesday market's closed, which is a bummer. Man, I really just enjoy this, man. I don't know if there's anyone part of this audience who enjoys it as much as I do. Like, I really I eat this shit for breakfast. This is my breakfast right here. Yes, see you on Wednesday, my guy. So 44.85, that is, if you think about it, that's a pretty good target. That's a pretty good profit target for a lot of people. Right after running 15 points, man, 15 points. 15 points, man. That's a great trade. After running 15 points, dude, like a lot of people are gonna be looking to taking profits. So this would be a really good profit target here. But again, if you wanna wait to see what happens at 44.86, because we still got some good momentum to the upside here. It's not easy to hear me. Oh, my bad. Is anyone else having the same issues? They can't hear me. Trading combines art and science. Yeah, I like that. Peter, if I'm saying your name right, or Peter, I think it might just be on your end. Cool. Yeah, it seems like it might just be you, dude. But yeah, dude, I fucking love trading, and I'm sure you've heard this one. Trading is like a mirror in front of you. When you're close to the mic, then it's close to the when you. Okay. Okay, I'll keep an. I'll do my best here. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard this one, right? Like the market is like a mirror, right? It reflects what we do, and it holds us accountable, right? Because yeah, I guess that's where I'm going with it. It's just it holds you accountable, it keeps you in check, and it's definitely made me a better person overall. Like I have to make sure that I'm sharp in the morning, so that means I'm going to bed early. I'm eating right. I'm hitting the gym right, and I was doing that before, but now I feel like I owe it to myself to, or I have another reason to take care of myself. Yeah, there you go, man. You summed it up just the way I wanted to sum it up. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And it is what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, dude, I could keep talking about this. I absolutely love this. But I'm glad to see we got 7 viewers on here. Once again, live streaming every single morning. Come through, come through. You guys are welcome to come through. So, for anyone that wasn't here, we caught a nice play. Okay, that's a good question. If I were still in, I got caught off guard a little bit, but if I was still in, my stop loss 44.80. I mean, I would have taken some profits here at 44.85, if not the remainder of my profits at 44.85. Um, I would have taken most of my profits there, but if I was still in and I wanted to speculate that we're gonna break past this 44.86 level, uh, I would have gone out, dude. Honestly, I would have gone out completely. So, but if I had to be in, like if I had a gun to my head and I couldn't get out, I guess 44.80 is a good spot. Now that's a little dramatic, but yeah, if I was still in, I guess I'd be 44.80. But if not, I would have been completely out of the position. I'll take 15 points any day of the week. risking only 2 points. I mean, for those of you that weren't here earlier today or when the market opened, we took this trade here. We saw a really nice projection here. We waited for price to break past this opposing level, and then we got in right at 44.70, and we took some profits at 44.80. I got stopped out prematurely, and I'm currently, kicking myself in the leg. I should have, maybe. I know in hindsight everything looks a lot better, but looking at the 5-minute candles here, I should have put my stop loss right beneath these lower wicks, because we did come down. I got stopped out, and then we were followed by higher highs here. But either way, that was an amazing trade. I'm not tripping. There's just always, I feel like there's always a lesson that you can learn every single day. So for me, moving forward, I'm definitely going to consider the 5-minute candles as a way to gauge where I should get out, or where I should put my stop loss, I should say. Where I should put my stop loss, yeah. But we're seeing some increase in volume here. This again, this is like my profit target right here. This is where, if I was still in the trade, I would be getting out completely. Not saying if anyone's in the trade, do your thing. I'm not saying you should follow what I'm saying, but if this is a key level, at least for me it is. I will say we keep respecting this trend line here. I mean, just look at that. We keep touching it. We keep touching that trend line there. So I guess something just worth mentioning. So 44.86 was hit. We saw an increase in volume, and now it looks like we're starting to break that little trend line. Once in a while, you'll see me draw a few lines, but for the most part, I like to use the EMAs to kind of gauge where I'm at. I will say I don't see any significant demand zones to the downside. Like, we may have some buyers, but I don't see much. What I'm trying to say is there's not much holding price. So that still doesn't make sense. We're gonna let the market develop. Before I even decide to get in because it's always tempting to get in when we see pullbacks like this, and we broke past that little area that I'm noticing in the 2-minute, hit a key level, broke past it with some volume. So I'm gonna just keep that on there. I'm not taking any trades just yet. But if I look at the trend that we just formed, I don't see any significant demand zones, other than maybe not even something I really like, to be honest. This 44.80 level. Looking at the 10-minute chart, we see that base and then higher highs. I feel like it's too early to get in short, but it looks like if you're looking at the 1-minute here, in fact, let me transition over to the 1-minute. Hope you guys don't mind. That 1-minute, right? So this is normally what I like to look for here. Oh geez, what's going on? This is typically what I like to look for. Let's just give this a second here. So we broke past that opposing zone after hitting a key level, which is key. We hit a key level, we broke past an opposing zone, and then we saw that immediate retest. Similar to this, right? Broke past it, immediate retest, boom. For me, obviously, I feel like it's just a little too early to get in. We have been tearing it to the upside, but I really don't see much stopping price from making lower lows. Like I said, I don't really see much demand zones. It's just been a slow, steady grind to the upside. So that's kind of one of the things that I'm thinking about, and I'm interested to see if price is gonna hold here, or if we could potentially also see. That's okay. So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two could also be we get back up to this 44.87, we double top, and then that would be a sexier play there. But for now, I'm gonna let the market develop. Yeah, so that level, as you can tell, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like it could potentially hold. So this is where I have a hard time deciding whether I want to get in or not. Like I said, I feel like it's still a little too early for me to take that short, but it's looking. Yeah, no, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna remain patient here. And then you also have to consider how extended we are, dude. Like my EMAs are like extremely extended. So it makes you wonder, are we just going to see a strong drop to the downside? Cuz we are due for a pullback. Would you guys agree? $44.85 level. Oh, I figured it out. I figured out how to get the volume in real time and not have to wait. It makes you wonder, what is price gonna do here? We have a bunch of freaking sellers at 44.85. 600 lots. That's a big pocket. That's a big pocket. The gap down strategy is in play, but many shorts will also cover, so I'm like not sure. The gap down strategy. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Gap down strategy. Are you looking at SPY? Is that what you're doing? Gap down, gap down. Sounds familiar. Definitely not something I practice, but I'm gonna have to look into it. I like to learn how different. I'm sure you guys are probably on the same boat as I am. I want to learn different strategies and then take whatever gems or keys from that strategy and try to apply it to my strategy. So I'll be looking at that gap down strategy. Okay, so we broke past that level. Okay. Price found a little bit of resistance in that level, but we did manage to break past it. I'm gonna draw a line here if that's okay with you guys. I want to see how price reacts when it gets up here again. Yes, here we go. God damn, bro. This thing has just been running. Since the start of the day, it's been on a tear. We've been on a tear. We've moved from 44.36 all the way. So we've moved about 50 points already. And if I'm not mistaken, the average true range of this, let me take a look. The average true range, which means how much does it move on average on a daily basis, it's 45 points. So we are way above that. We have moved, like I said, we've moved about 50 points, 50, 60 points. I mean, it makes you wonder, at some point, buyers are just going to get exhausted. So we came down to that level. Nice little test, 44.87. Where does price want to go? Strong rejection. I did anticipate that move. I'm just not brave enough to take those moves. Like I wanna see price go in my direction. If you know what I mean. Boom, boom, boom. Broke past it. This could have potentially been a level here. Not gonna lie, I'm a little tempted to take this short. It's 44.82 up to, we're gonna get filled here. Up, down, up, down, funk you up. Up, down, funk you up. Are you looking at the same play as I am? That immediate retest right there. Going in short. Man, I'm tempted, dude. We just broke past VWAP on here. Looking at Bookmap. We haven't yet broke it actually. We were testing it. But we are making lower lows now. Where does price want to go? Where does price want to go? Double top, boom. Dude, I want to hop in this 41.81 level. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hop in at 41.81 or 0.5, 41.81.5. So once we touch that box, I want to hop in there. I'm gonna go in for shorts. Maybe a little early, may end up regretting it, but I kind of like it. We just oh god damn it. Come on, don't hesitate. All right.
Order filled.
See if we can. Stop loss is at 44.83. Don't try this at home. I'm locked in right now. I'm locked in. We're just incredibly overextended. We've double topped, hit a key level. So I have quite a few confluences that are backing this trade up. The only concern obviously here is we're going against the trend. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. I think that might be a fake out. So we saw a huge order come in. My stop loss is at break even, just cause, my hands are sweating over here. So I'm gonna just move it to break even. If it works, it works. If it works, it has to work right now. I don't want it to start consolidating and nah, fuck that. So if this can make a lower low and break below the VWAP here, 44.78, that would be amazing. But again, risky play. Hands are sweaty. Gut feels a little twisted right now, but this could potentially work. It would be nice if it works. Shit, and if I'm being honest, I don't even know what to target. I don't like. I think I would target where we got in, 44.70, or actually our VWAP, 44.70 or VWAP, if we can make lower lows. So I'm still kind of holding my breath here. And I'm actually going to move my stop loss just a bit. That way I can cover commissions here. 44.81 is my stop loss. If this works, it has to work right now. I don't want to see it double bottom right here at 44.78. Don't want to see that. Whew, baby. I'm not even kidding. My hands are sweaty on this one because I felt like it wasn't right, but it kind of was. And again, like I said earlier, my confluences were we double topped, right? You guys can see the double top here. We double top. We saw some strong aggression, and we're just super overextended here, and I think we're due for a pullback. So this could be our pullback here. I don't really see much supporting it. I don't really see much key levels other than, I mean, there's clearly buyers here at 44.77 or 44.78. And then we are supported by VWAP at 44.78. Yeah, that's where we bounced from. We bounced off of VWAP 44.78. So definitely a high risk play. I think I'm gonna get stopped out here. And I'm at break even. If I get stopped out, I'm at break even. No feelings hurt. As soon as I saw that drop, I was like, ooh, I don't know about that one. Very sudden, very untrustworthy. Okay. I think we might see another sporadic drop here. Just the same way we saw the first two. Just a very sudden drop. Why don't we take? I didn't think of this. Why don't I take some off the table? Once we hit 44.78, I'm actually just gonna take some off the table. I don't even want to play with this. We sold the market. We gotta buy the market.
Order filled.
So I sold a good chunk of them. I now have just 5 contracts riding. If I get paid, I get paid. Either way, we already locked in. So we're testing VWAP once again. We're testing VWAP. So I'm not a big fan of what's happening here. I'm gonna draw a line here if you guys don't mind. Whop! Bam! So that's the level there. Did you also take the trade? You're a savage if you did. Get that money, Cam. I love it when you hop on here, dude. I know you're doing your thing. You're over there making money, tearing up the queues. I love it when you hop on here, dog. Let's go. If we can break past 44.78, we could potentially see a lower low here. Let's see what's cracking. And in fact, there it is. There it is. There it is. I'm going to move my stop loss at 44.80. Boom. Whew, I could breathe. I could breathe now. Jesus Christ, that one was tough, not going to lie. That one. Jeez. In fact, I'm going to take what I can get. I just don't see anything stopping this trade, honestly. Do we have any demand zones? Do we have any significant demand zones? Not really. I'm going to take what I can get here. Boom. Stop loss right there. All right. That's all I'm going. Yeah. Woo. I'm so glad that worked out. Shit. That one was risky. All right. We're not doing that again. That's not how trading gear trades. Trading gear, you have to trade without fear, okay? And I was definitely scared shitless right there. So let's not do that again. Are your pants wet? Nah, but something's starting to smell, dog. I don't know what. Don't ask me what it is, but something's starting to smell over here. Uptown, bunk you up. So pullbacks are gonna get bought up. We know that. Um, very strong. All right, let's get rid of this. Kind of want to see something here on the 3. I don't typically look at the 3-minute, but I want to see something. Do we potentially have a zone? Seems like we're gonna make higher highs here. I can't really I can't really spot the entry. Maybe here. We're seeing some nice volume as we broke past it. Where does price want to go? Where does price want to go? It wants to go higher. It wants to go high. We saw a strong rejection. I'm honestly not a big fan of this one. Is it cool if I sit? I feel like we're pulling back. I just can't seem to spot the entry. The entry that I'm looking for. I think it might be this one actually. Yep, that's the one. That is the one. That's the entry on the 2-minute. I want to see how if we can break with volume. If not, then I'm not really interested. 42.82. Seems like volume's starting to kind of slow down a little bit. I see a lot of orders here at 44.82. I feel like we're gonna just break past them. We're gonna munch through that liquidity. We're now above the EMAs again. What are my equities doing? That's something I like to look at. Apple, no, where's Apple at? Apple and Microsoft seem to be bouncing off of. Seem to be bouncing off of support here. Support. We're building some momentum. Not gonna lie, I kind of like this play here. Let me see that 2-minute candle close and see how it looks to the upside. Yeah, I think that might have been my entry right there. All right, my gut's telling me to get in here for longs. Broke past this. 44.82. I'm gonna just wait a little bit. Let me see what happens here because I'm seeing some sellers stepping in. Okay, I kind of liked it until I didn't. I don't know what to make of this action, so I'm gonna sit this one out. Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out, you guys. I don't know what to make of this action, so I'm not gonna try to, make shit out of shit. I'm gonna just sit this one out. So I was liking it to the upside, but I feel like I don't feel really confident about this one. So I'm from Singapore. Damn, bro. I love it when people from all over the place come here. I'm in I'm in California. Um, how did you learn to trade and how long have you been trading? So I've been learning trading for 2 years now. I've been officially trading for a year, a little over a year now. But I started learning back in 2020. I was learning, and then I didn't start trading until May of last year. And man, I've come a long way. Honestly, I've come a long way. I'm now starting to see a little more consistency, not as much as I want to, but I feel really good with my strategy. As you guys can tell, like I'm risking just a little bit. So that's something that's worked out for me, and I've gotten to a point where I can really pinpoint entries, and I think that's my edge. I can really pinpoint these entries. That way, I'm not risking too much. Like you saw, we were only risking 8 ticks on the first 2 points. However however you wanna call it, it was just 2 points to make 10. Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm now starting to find a little more consistency. But we still got a long way to go, man. I just love live streaming is because I get to connect with people, and then I get to watch these videos and then analyze how well I'm doing, right? So far so good. Um, keep going, bro. It sounds like you're passionate about this, and that's one of the things that's really helped me overcome the challenges. Has been just I've been really passionate about this. I completely love this, and I know a lot of traders talk about you know or talk about the times that they've thought of quitting. I've actually that's never crossed my head. I've never thought of quitting. Again, another advantage. Like I really and I'm not bullshitting you. I've never thought of quitting because I understand the potential here. Right? I know it's difficult, right? This is what I signed up for. I know it's difficult. I know I'm going to lose money. We kind of know that, right? But if we also know that if we stick through it, dude, money, oh my goodness, money's not going to be a problem. So I prefer to struggle a little bit now so that for the rest of my life I can be good. So, yeah, dude, we got a long way to go, but we're recording the process. I want this to be online so that 5, 10 years from now, I can look back and be like, damn, I remember those days. Yeah, same here. Bad days, sleep off, drink a coffee, and get back in the game. For real, dude. That was me yesterday, dude. I fucking took a few L's yesterday. I wouldn't say they were bad trades. I was just they were just L's, right? Got a workout, came back, and I was on the charts. Like the rest of the day, I look at the charts probably a little more than I should, but I'm really trying to get ahead. So we're doing it. Leaving, baby girl. All right, let's see. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? Seeing this little opposing zone there. I'm seeing some defense here. Now, another possibility is price just starts to consolidate, right? It's ran up a lot already. So we may just see some exhaustion here. We may just consolidate. That's also a probability or a possibility, I should say. Facts, bro. That's gonna take you such a long way. That's gonna take you such a long way. I love that. You see, this is exactly why I live stream. Like, I want to have conversations like this, and I mean, hopefully one day maybe we get to connect in person. That would be amazing, bro. But this is why. Okay, so I'm gonna give the market another 30 minutes here. If we don't see anything by 8:30, nothing significant, then I'm gonna just call it a live stream. And like I said, I'm gonna see you guys on Wednesday. I won't be live streaming on Monday, unfortunately, but I'll be here on Wednesday. And man, it's been a good day so far. So make sure to catch the next live stream. It just seems like market may just consolidate here. So I definitely don't want to be taking any trades until we see, a break of something. I need something. I need something to start swinging. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely don't like that. Where does price want to go? Where does price want to go? Another possibility. So I'm always thinking about possible scenarios, right? I think that's what us day traders, that's our job, right? We have to think about what can potentially happen. So another possibility is maybe we double top, or at this point it'd be a triple top. We triple top, bounce off of this level up here. What's up, buddy? You want to say hi to YouTube? Say hi to YouTube. So we could. You're being loud, dude. You're being loud. Stop. 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 Excuse my bird. Um, so we could potentially triple top. Mango, you're being loud. We could potentially triple top, see some aggression to the downside, and then if we break past an opposing zone, could be a good entry. You woke up in a good mood today. Yeah, you did. Little freaking bird. I'm teaching him to make money off the markets. Throughout the day, he's watching the charts. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, sometimes he calls out plays. He'll go on the screen and then he'll just like hit his beak with the screen. He'll be like, right there, right there. You know? You're crazy, dude. You're being loud. Shh. You're being loud. Be quiet. Shh. Let's see what the equities are doing. Let's take a peek at Apple and Microsoft. Those are the two equities that I keep an eye on here and there just to see what direction they're going in. But kind of like the same story here. We found some resistance, hit it twice, came down.
I'll see you later.
All right, baby, go. Have a good day.
If I get out early, I'll let you know.
Okay, well, I'll be here. Yeah, so the equities, they're not doing much either. And then Apple just keeps bouncing off of VWAP. And that's where we saw that strong rejection here. That's where I ended up getting out at a good price. I didn't even realize that Apple was hitting VWAP. I hadn't looked at it, but that was a great execution for being such a shitty trade. I'm really glad that shit worked out. But looking at the 10-minute here, we see some nice volume. Nice green candle. We're starting to see some higher highs here. Hello? Right now? Oh shit. Okay, yeah. And red is fine, right? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I'll move it right now. Okay, bye. Oh shit, I will be right back. Give me like 3 minutes. Maybe 5. what happened? What happened? Nada has happened, just as I expected. You got 15 more minutes. That's all you get. Um, yeah, we're looking at the highs here. That's what I'm expect. I'm expecting price to potentially bounce. I definitely don't want to get in. You know, for me, I don't want to I don't want to get in as we touch the level, but I want to see how it reacts. I just think it's incredibly risky for me to get in as we touch the level because we could break it or we could bounce off of it. Who freaking knows? So we're gonna go ahead and see how price reacts as we hit 44.87, and I'll let you guys know if I see anything. I'm starting to notice this little level here. If we can make higher highs, that would be a valid entry, or not an entry, but so this is where my head's at, right? So got this little zone here. If we can continue to make highs and then touch this level, aggressive bounce, and then we break past this, I'd be interested in going short. From what it seems like right now, this could change in a matter of minutes, right? This could change. I just right now that's what I'm noticing. I kind of want to stay ahead of the game, if you know what I mean. But we are seeing some pretty low volume. We're seeing low volume here to the upside. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm noticing, and I'm gonna keep this line here too. A little bit of a rejection there. Oh, you're in long right now? Okay. I was actually considering it, but then I just didn't like that big red candle there that you guys see. I didn't like that. I was gonna get in on the immediate retest here, but then this shit happened, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Um, yeah, you see, I'm already gonna invalidate the zone. So maybe I should just let the market develop before I start drawing up, start marking the charts. Let it just develop a little bit. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Highly appreciate you guys. I'm gonna give this, like I said, another 10 minutes. I'm gonna stick to my word here. We'll give this another 10 minutes here if we can test the highs and then see how that reacts. But it's looking pretty slow, you guys. It's definitely not looking promising. And I'm gonna see, man, this thing has been running up like crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a little Fibonacci right here. So we'd have to come, oh, Drew, it's totally wrong. We would have to come. We would have to come to 4461, which is all the way down here, for us to see the 50% retracement and then the 61. Yeah, so I'm not really not considering that. I think it'd probably be better off if we draw the Fibonacci from the low of the market open up to here. So you see now the low of the market after the market open, right? You guys should see it on the chart here. Yes, you do. So yeah, we came into that level, and it's not just the Fibonacci. There's a few other things, playing a key part in this reversal, but we came into that 50% retracement, bounced off of it with a whole lot of volume, and then we've now made some higher highs. So I have been looking at the Fibonacci here and there, just as added confluence. I think that's what it's good for. I know there's traders that trade solely off of Fibonacci, and that's cool too. I mean, if you're making money, I can't really say much to you, but I do like it more so as a confluence rather than just trade those levels. But yeah, if you take the low when the market opened, that first candle, that little pullback, so pivot low all the way to the pivot high, 44.87, you'll find that 50% retracement is lined up to where we bounced. Yeah, these conditions are not looking very favorable right now. It's very slow, not typically what you want to see. Like I said, it seems like we might have just been exhausted. But maybe right now it just consolidates, and then later in the day we see a big move. Potentially, right? I'm just painting all scenarios here. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but that's kind of like where my head's at. That's a fucking bar. I mean, it's this is totally off topic, but I guess let me give a little bit of context, right? I think a lot of people complain about pricing. Now, I'm not offering anything, I'm not selling anything, but I do plan on doing so. Just full disclaimer, I do plan on doing so. I want to teach people. I want to first teach my family members, um, put them on game, and then after that, I guess as a good deed, I want to also help out people who are maybe struggling. But this is down the line. But anyways, came across this, and it says prices. My prices are based on my talent, not your budget. So that's a bar right there. Because I think too many times people, complain about pricing, but they don't really realize the value that's being provided. It's not about the price, it's about the value. And if you have yourself a product, a service with a whole lot of value, it may be worth paying that price that they're asking for. And again, it's not based off the budget. If it's not based off your budget, it's based on the talent, on what I'm providing you. So I think that's a bar. Completely off track, but I just came across it right now. Anyways, we got 4 minutes here. Like I said, I'm gonna call it at 8:30. We're seeing a little bit of volume here. Not unless something changes in the next 4 minutes. But I'm happy with the two trades that I took. Put a fib on 1046 and 1050. 1046? What are you looking at, dude? 1046 and 1050. 1046. Yo, my levels go up to 4400 unless you're talking about the time. 1046 to 1050. Put a fib on 1046 and 1050. 1046. So I'm supposing you're Eastern time. I was a little confused because I'm out here in California, I suppose you mean this? Wapa! Right there. Boom. You mean something like that? Yeah, and that's doesn't seem too shabby, right? I mean, we've bounced off of this level already. So we should expect price to play defense here to protect this level. I guess what I don't like is we really. What don't I like about this? I don't like that we haven't made a higher high here. It's just kind of like in between the range. Does that make a difference? I'm not entirely sure, right? But when I smack the fib on the charts, I typically go for the bigger moves, the ones that make higher highs. But I mean, if this works for you, obviously this 50% retracement, if I'm doing it right, almost with 1046 is a candle to the left. Okay, this one, candle to the left. I hope I'm doing it right, dude. I suppose you're talking about this, unless you're talking about 1046. Where's 1046? You want 1046 exactly. So that would be, if you're Eastern time, that would be right here. If if you want 1046 exactly, unless you want this candle here at 1049. Because that's smacked 61.8 to the T. The one is right. That one is right, but the top one isn't. The bottom one, the bottom of fib goes to the bottom. All right. Let's figure this out because I'm interested now. I want to see how you draw them. Okay, so you said you. Okay, so this one is correct. This bottom one's correct. So this one's good. Oh, God damn it! What am I doing? Ah! Drag the bottom down to the lower wick. All right. Just my apologies in advance if I don't fucking get this. Okay, let me see. So drag the bottom down to the lower wick. Okay, so right here, that is all good. All right, cool. And then the top one, is the top one okay? Oh, the top of the okay, I'm reading. Then the top of the fib goes to 1046. I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. Like this? This is how you want me to draw it? I'm not gonna lie, but that shit looks hella weird. Now fix the bottom. Okay. Bottom. Okay. Boom. Man, if this is how you draw fibs, then I got some learning to do because I didn't know that's how you draw fibs. The bottom green wick. Okay, so you okay? Yeah, 1050 to 1046. Okay, yeah, there it is, bro. Boom, boom. I mean, I, it looks like it's bouncing off of that level. So, standard deviation. Now project the exact range above. Can you just come over and like show me? No, I'm messing. Okay, so you're gonna have to walk me through that one if you don't mind, dude. Drag a box on it and put it directly above. Drag a box on it and put it directly above. Like that? The whole range. Got you. From the fib to the bottom. Cool. Like that. And then you said drag it on top of it. All right, I'm learning. Let's go from fib to the bottom. Now duplicate that and put it directly above. Got you. How about I do this? We're gonna put this line. We're gonna put that line there. And then I'm gonna put this up here. So that should be directly above it. Cool. What's next, dude? Now look at those highs. Yup, I'm looking at the highs. You're talking about these highs right here? these highs, 44.85 up to 44, yeah, 44.85. Oh, the ones that I already have marked down. 44.87. Oh, oh, I see. Okay, they line up with the fucking. Sometimes I could be a little slow, but okay. So what is that? Okay, what exactly does that tell me though? If you don't mind explaining. So if we draw the fib, because that was honestly that was complicated, dog. How do I know to draw the fib here, and then I guess that's probably the hardest part. That's like, how do I know to draw the fib from 1046 down to 1050? Yeah, so you're projecting the range above it. Got you. Okay. But I mean, if what if I wanted to draw the fib like this from the pivot high? Because I would argue this is the pivot high up here, 44.82, up to down here. Like this right here, this candle here, which I guess you can argue it is a pivot, but it's like super tiny. I mean, you're pretty spot on though. Like it's the fucking box lines up perfectly, um, and these candles seem to be bouncing off that 61.8. Oddly enough, that seems like some fucking witchcraft shit. No, I'm just messing around. No, dude, I'm genuinely interested in how I'm gonna have to, I guess, maybe do a little more research when it comes to the fib. Like I said, I don't really use this as my. I just use it as a confluence, and fuck it. It seems like I may be doing it wrong. Look up standard deviations. Cool. Standard deviations and Fibonacci. Anything else I need to? Actually, I'm gonna write that down. Cool. You gave me homework for today. I love it. Standard deviations. I'm familiar with standard deviations. I mean, I took okay, standard deviations and Fibonacci. Fib. But you can make it easier by adding it to the fib. Just add 1.5. Oh, okay. I can. Oh, let's try that then. If I do 1.5, you said 1.5 and 2? Boom. And then 2. All right. Let's see. I may have drawn it wrong also. If I draw it the other way around. So from here up to this 1046 candle. Let me no wait, is that how I drew it initially? Cool, let me figure this out real quick. 1.5 and 2. Voila! Okay, I see. Bam. Is that what you're talking about, dude? All right, cool. So you gave me you gave me the tool. Now, based off this, if you don't mind sharing, based off this, are you going short when we hit 150? Are you going long when we hit 200? Or you know, kind of break down that process if you don't mind. So if you're are you going short when we hit 150? Because that shit did bounce off of it pretty nice. Bounce off of it nicely. And it seems like, we're respecting these levels down here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna have to mess around with it, dude. I'm gonna have to mess around with it. So you said standard deviations, Fibonacci level, and yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think after lunch we could potentially what's it called, see a big move. But I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Randy Rich Trades. I'm gonna have to get back to you on this standard deviation. That way we can bounce some ideas back and forth. Yo, does that mean I've been drawing fibs wrong the whole entire time? Yo, because I've been drawing them like this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been drawing. Okay, so I find, for instance, you saw me draw them earlier, right? So I found this pivot. Let's go back here. So I found. So I took this as a pivot low. That's not it. I took this as a pivot low. And then pivot high. You can draw them like that too, right? And I'm asking you because it sounds like you're a lot more educated on this than I am. Yeah, double bottom potentially. I use that to find the equilibrium of the range. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah. The 50%, right. That's equilibrium. Um, okay, well, cool, dude. I'm gonna have to look into it. And this is thank you, Randy. And this is exactly why I like to live stream because, dude, if we can learn off of each other, I mean, and if I can apply this moving forward as an added confluence or whatnot, I feel like that helps everybody. So thank you for that. Appreciate the little gem there. So it is past my time, you guys. I want to hit the gym, get my day started. We already caught 2 plays. We're good for the day. Once again, I'm live streaming every single morning, and I will be live streaming on Wednesday. On Monday I can't, but Tuesday obviously market's closed. So on Wednesday I'll be seeing you guys and hop on. You guys are welcome to come on here. So thank you once again. Hit the like button if you haven't, and peace.